الإخبارية السورية في دمشق نحييكم. نعم، من الإخبارية السورية التي اعتدنا أن نطل عليكم من خلالها مع إطلالة كل يوم جديد.
People imagined, especially when I discussed it with them after the show outdoors, that Britain and America were intervening in Syria in the interests of human rights. How could that possibly be? Britain and America are the biggest supporters of dictatorship in the Arab world before and now. Well, every single member of the Kuwaiti cabinet has the same name. Every ruler in the history of Saudi Arabia comes from the same family. The real reasons are that they want to bring down the Syrian regime because that regime doesn't follow their orders, won't surrender to Israel, won't kick out the Palestinian resistance from Damascus, won't end its relationship with the Lebanese national resistance, which remains the only Arab army ever to defeat Israel in military conflict, a victory which it could not have won but for that strategic alliance that it had with Damascus. They want to bring down the Syrian regime because it didn't play ball on the invasion and in the subsequent occupation of Iraq.
Why so many Saudis? It's suspicious. And why these middle-of-the-road Saudis? The answer is because Saudi Arabia, the government of Saudi Arabia, has a friendly relationship with the United States. In fact, there is something common between the state of Saudi Arabia and the state of Israel which would surprise you. They are sisters. The same forces who work for the establishment of the state of Israel are the same forces who work for the establishment of the state of Saudi Arabia. The same forces who have kept Israel alive today and guaranteed Israel's security are the same forces who have kept Saudi Arabia alive today and has guaranteed Saudi Arabia's security. And when the state of Israel is to be destroyed, Saudi Arabia also goes down into the garbage bin. Their sisters. But at the moment, the friendly relations and the good press which Saudi Arabia receives in the media in the United States of America, and the fraternal relations between the government of Saudi Arabia and the government of in the way of those who attacked America on September 11th. In what way?
We also have a history of kind of moving in and out of Pakistan. I mean, let's remember here, the people we are fighting today, we funded 20 years ago. And we did it because we were locked in this struggle with the Soviet Union. They invaded Afghanistan, and we did not want to see them control Central Asia. And we went to work. And it was President Reagan, in partnership with the Congress, led by Democrats, who said, you know what, sounds like a pretty good idea. Let's deal with the ISI and the Pakistani military, and let's go recruit these mujahideen. And let's get some to come from Saudi Arabia and other places, importing their Wahhabi brand of Islam so that we can go beat the Soviet Union. And guess what? They retreated. They lost billions of dollars, and it led to the collapse of the Soviet Union. So there's a very strong argument, which is, it wasn't a bad investment to end the Soviet Union, but let's be careful what we sow because we will harvest. So we then left Pakistan. We said, okay, fine, you deal with the stingers that we've left all over your country. You deal with the mines that are along the border. And by the way, we don't want to have anything to do with you. In fact, we're sanctioning you. So we stopped dealing with the Pakistani military and with ISI, and we now are making up for a lot of lost time.